destroy lives. You hired someone to poison her. Who was it? Who was it?
Whoa, Nelly. This is not good. Hot, not good. Oh, Greenlee? Greenlee, can you hear me? Oh my God, you have got to get down here.
Not now, Simone.
Your husband's getting beat up by Ethan's daddy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, Ryan. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You had to give him that cup, didn't you? It was his. Tell me. Now he's gonna be just like them. And all because of you.
Come on, let's get you home and get you fixed up.
Well, it looks like the party's breaking up. Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, no, Simone, you've been a huge help already. Thank you for calling me.
Oh,
I owe you.
Yeah, it's nothing. I'm early for a date. Datamator.com. Actually, you know, if you see a guy who's 6'1", well-dressed, and an athletic type, send him my way.
Sounds promising.
Okay. It does, doesn't it? Unfortunately, the guy I'm meeting is 5'5" and owns a men's spa. Yeah. Hope you guys didn't scare him off.
I know. I know.
Jonathan and I share a lot more now. You got yourself a 100% Lavery and everything that goes with it.
For the record, being 100% Lavery doesn't change anything. You're still the man I love, the man I married. You're kind, you're loving, you're trustworthy.
And I still believe that Jonathan is innocent.
I know you do.
He didn't hurt you, Greenlee, and I'm going to prove that.
You're not your brother.
Jonathan isn't who you think he is. He didn't poison you. It was Zach. Zach hired someone.
Ryan, look at me. It doesn't make a difference to me whether your father is Chris Stamp or Patrick Lavery.
My brother and I, we're going to protect you, Greenlee. We're going to find out who did this. You'll see.
You still feel up to going to Erica's for Bianca's surprise party?
You think I'm going to let a few bruised knuckles stop me?
I wasn't worried about your knuckles.
I'm going to shower. I'm going to get ready to go.
Ryan? Do you think it's going to be okay?
What?
I don't know. Everything.
Why wouldn't it be?
Greenlee, how nice to see you.
I almost believe it when you say it.
Ryan, oh, Ryan, I've been so worried. How are you?
Somewhere between lousy and miserable, thanks to you.
Look, I am so sorry that Chris...
Finally was honest? Please, forget it. Let's celebrate. When do you expect Bianca to show up?
Ryan, we have plenty of time to talk.
Oh, goody.
Hey, where would you like me to put this, Erica?
Ryan, what happened?
Oh, the bandage. Unexpected run-in with a Cambia skull. It's like hitting concrete.
Hello?
Kendall. No, you are not welcome here. Get out.
Erica, I think you misunderstood.
I am not going to let you ruin Bianca's surprise party.
You can't throw Ethan out.
All right, then I'll call the police. I'll have them throw
You've jumped
him
to the
out.
wrong conclusion yet again.
Wait, why? What did Ethan do?
Ethan and Ryan have had a terrible fight. Look at Ryan.
Wrong Cambius.
Zach? Zach started this fight with you after everything you've had to cope with? Your father is an animal.
You give him far too much credit.
Hey, he probably looks a lot worse than I do. And it felt good to finally lay into him, believe me. So, excuse me.
Bianca, she would want Ethan to be at her party.
Well, I certainly want you here, Kendall, so come in.
Thank you. So why were Zach and Ryan fighting?
Who cares? Be honest, wish I hadn't split them up. I could have done with getting in a few slugs myself.
Oh, God, what now? Something else happened with your father.
Listen, why don't you and I grab a bottle of champagne in case we plan on taking another dip later?
Greenlee, surely we can put aside our animosity for one evening.
After what you've done to Ryan?
Believe me, that was not intentional.
No, it's never intentional with you. You just dance through life spreading smiles and napalm.
What an ugly thing to say.
Ryan didn't need to know that Chris Stamp wasn't his father.
I had no idea that Chris had lied.
It's killing him.
And I am so sorry that he found out, and especially the way he did, and that it's really hitting him so hard. I guess in the end, it's better to know the truth.
Can you hear the cosmic laugh fest? You kept the truth from me. You didn't want me to know that Jackson was my father.
Announcing my arrival.
Oh, Jackson, darling. Oh, we were just talking about you.
Well, nothing but good things, I hope.
About you? Always.
So, where's Reggie? Where's Lily?
Well, Reggie's on his way over, and Lily's coming from Aiden's office. Everything looks gorgeous, honey.
Thank you. Except if Lily arrives at the same time as Bianca.
Oh, don't worry, Lily won't ruin anything now that she's decided to become a private detective. She knows how to keep things strictly confidential.
Mother, you said after all Ryan's been through today.
I would love another glass of sparkling
Oh,
cider.
wait a minute, Mother. Why are you so concerned about Ryan?
All right, I was going through some of Chris's belongings. I was going to give them to Ryan.
And?
Chris kept a journal, a very, very honest journal. And Ryan found out that Chris wasn't actually his father.
What? Oh. No, he hates Patrick Lavery. When he found out he was Chris's son, it was such a relief. Well, he must be dying.
No, well, he's got Greenlee, so he's going to be fine. He's going to be just fine.
What do you expect me to tackle him and aggressively comfort him?
Of course not.
No, Mother, I have Ethan now, and I plan to stay with Ethan.
That's a terrifying thought.
Come on. He's an amazing guy. You just don't know him.
I know his father, and we all know his uncle, Michael.
Yeah, well, that's meaningless.
Okay, when you find out that I'm right about Ethan,
Yeah, which will never happen.
I won't tell you I told you so. I'll just try to help you get rid of him as quickly as possible and move on.
Listen, I think you and I could accomplish a lot more if we worked together a lot faster.
I'm done with everything Cambius. And to make it official,
Gold watch? Oh, this is one of your American customs.
your grandfather gave it to me.
You don't want it?
Now I'm kind of cleaning house. And besides, if he knew about you, he probably would have wanted you to have it.
What was he like?
What was he like? Never stopped mourning his first son, who turns out was never dead, and his second son was a rapist, and they both hated him. So what do you think he was like?
They made a mess of their lives, all three of them.
Father-son bond, totally overrated. Trust me, get out while you can. Go alone.
Mom told me about Chris's diary.
Leave it alone. Ryan doesn't need you rubbing salt in his wound.
If there's anything that I can do to
Back
help.
off.
Greenlee, I feel awful for both of you.
Okay, not another word about it, okay? Not one.
Well, I talked to Jonathan a little while ago.
I thought you gave up on that.
Well, I decided to try your lame get close to get the truth strategy.
And you couldn't pull it off.
No, we need to come up with something much more devious to prove that Jonathan poisoned you.
Jonathan Lavery poisoned you?
Later, about this.
No. If you think it was Jonathan...
It's Bianca's birthday.
Your brother drugged your wife?
No, he did not.
Think about it, Ryan. Okay, Jonathan tried to pin it on me so many times. Maybe he was trying to protect himself.
Now, you think about it, Kendall. Jonathan has no reason to hurt Greenlee.
Well, maybe not one that you want to believe, but he has
times
one.
you couldn't tell me quietly.
Okay, well, listen. There's nothing to tell here. My pathetic excuse for a father is behind all this. He is the person who put the drugs in Kendall's apartment. He's the person who hired a hitman on Ryan.
Well, you're still the one who's charged with shooting Ryan.
No, Ethan didn't do it.
Slater
I don't
is...
care who it was. Shut up!
Jonathan's got major
All right,
problems.
enough.
He
Just
does.
enough. Now, just tell me why you didn't mention to me that you suspected Jonathan.
Please, Dad, let this go.
You ended up in the psych ward. You could have died.
Please.
And I will never leave it alone.
Greenlee, you just couldn't let this go. You had to...
You and your big fat mouth.
I am sick to death. You're blaming everything on Kendall.
You know what? Please tell Bianca that I say happy birthday.
No.
Whoa. I want to talk to your brother.
I love my wife. I want to catch whoever hurt her as badly as you do. Probably worse, but it was not my brother. So just get out of my way.
Jackson overheard Kendall. I never would have mentioned Jonathan to him.
Really? Why not? I mean, Jackson's your father, so if you think my brother was trying to kill you, why don't you just go inside and tell him everything? Why aren't you going inside, Greenlee? I mean, you think Jonathan's guilty, don't
I
you?
want to stay with you.
Well, I kind of want to be alone right now. Look, honestly, I just need a little bit of air, okay? So go ahead, go back inside, go party, and I don't know, just give Bianca my love, please.
I hate it when we're not on the same page.
It's gonna be okay. It will.
I'll miss you.
Really? No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to touch you.
I need to hear my dad right now.
Honestly, I didn't mean to touch you.
now.
Please go inside of
She
the
didn't have
party
a
and
cell
go
phone,
ahead.
so she sent me to come get my dad.
What?
She said, Lily, go get your dad.
She, what are you talking about? What happened?
Yelling. Lots of mean yelling, and he won't stop. My dad can stop him, though.
Who's yelling?
Your brother.
Greenlee, you have to know where Jonathan's staying.
I don't need you riding over there with your posse.
Well, it's too late for that, I'm afraid. If Jonathan's responsible for poisoning you, he's either going to answer to the law or he's going to answer to me.
Why was my brother yelling? Lily, listen, if he's in trouble, I have a right to know, okay?
Your brother is the one making the trouble. He's yelling and yelling a lot, and he's making big, scary noises like crashes.
Oh, well, you know, sometimes when people are upset, they have to let off a little steam. They sort of scream and they raise their voices a little bit, and sometimes they throw things. It's normal.
But he's not alone. Bianca's in there with her baby.
What? Wait, where? Where are they? Lily, just please tell me where they are, because I can help them, okay? So tell me.
They're at the baby's building, the Miranda Montgomery Center.